Hello, my name is Vincent Baker, and today we shall be reviewing Here to Slay. I'm not going to introduce this guy.
I'm still Zach. Prick.
Anyways, Here to Slay is the brand new tabletop game brought to us by the same people who made Unstable Unicorns, which we have not played. Yeah, it's a game that they made before this one. We have not played it. They also do T-Turtle, those t-shirts with the cute animals that look like this, and they're on the t-shirts. Okay, well, I'm sure if I showed Zach, he would know. Anyways, Here to Slay is a fun game that is played. How many players? So 2 to 6 players, 2 to 6, 30 to 60 minutes long, and then ages 10 plus. I'd say that's pretty accurate. We played 3.
I played it.
Yeah, we played 3-player games and we played 4-player games. We have not played 2, 5, or 6. With that being said, 3 to 4-player, this game is a lot of fun.
Yes.
What's cool is this edition that we have is the exclusive edition that we picked up on Kickstarter. So yours will be a little different if you just get the normal one, but this one has a magnetic closing lid and a bunch of other fun stuff. We do have an unboxing video for this if you want to check that out, which shows off all the components. I'll have a link for it in the description below, so you can check that out if you're interested. Anyways, as far as this game goes, it's a lot of fun. Basically, everyone has different characters that they play as. It's on nice tarot-sized cards, and each character has different abilities. And then as you play, you have different action points you can spend to draw new cards or to play your cards, and you have magical spells you can play. You have like allies or heroes you can play that do things, and the objective is to slay 3 monsters before anyone else. Or what's the other objective? It's slipping my mind.
Have one of each monster or one of each type.
Or to collect a full party. So you have different. So you have a good party in your group.
You have to have 6, you have to have 6 different hero types.
Yeah, out of like the 9 in the game. So I like that there's 2 different win conditions. So there's 2 different things you have to keep up with for everyone. And if you're like not doing good at slaying monsters, you can possibly fill out your party to win that way, or vice versa. This game is very simple to play as far as card games go. You know, like this.
Takes a minute the first time, but yeah.
Yeah, it's fairly simple. It's easy to teach people. There is some strategy and some depth to it. Honestly, this game, out of all the games that we played on the channel, the gameplay-wise, this reminds me most of the Binding of Isaac 4 Souls card game. I would just say that this one is easier and a little bit less going on. But Binding of Isaac opens up more strategies and is more in depth. That would be my main difference. But in both of these games, you have a character card with an ability. It's a free-for-all game. There's monsters in the middle of the table that you can slay. Everyone's picking.
Oh yeah, I've played it. I have played Isaac. That's right.
Yeah. So I would say that that would be the closest comparison for this. So if you played Binding of Isaac 4 Souls and you like that game, then it might be worth checking out this one, especially if you want a game that might be a little friendlier to families or casual gamers, people looking for something that's a little bit lighter than what Binding of Isaac 4 Souls is. With that being said, is there anything in particular that you would like to talk about when it comes to Here to Slay?
I like it, just overall.
Okay,
good
cool.
Good game, simple, good art.
Yeah.
The dice mechanic is easy.
All right. Well, our rating scale is simple. It's XYZV. Which basically means garbage. Don't play it unless
you like the art,
specific reason, or it's amazing, or Vindicated seal of approval. It's top tier, one of the best that we've ever played. It will remain as like a top shelf contender. With that being said, Zach, what do you want to rate this?
I give it a Z.
Z for amazing, which that seems to be your go-to. Z for Zach, Z for amazing. Now, you have given some games lower scores, but I feel like Z is the good score you
That
give.
means I like it, it's easy to play, it doesn't take, like, the first game we played took about 45 to an hour, but after that, even with 4 people, I think we went through a second game in about half the time, 25 or 30 minutes.
I think our first game was 45 minutes, but that was also learning the rules.
Yeah.
Then we played a game for like 20 minutes, then we had a game that was like 7, and then we had a game that was like 20, and another game that was 20.
Yeah.
And we played like 5 games in a row, which says a lot. Like, we don't normally play games back to back to back to back in the same session. I'm going to... So my only problem with this game, really, is the fact that I feel like you can't formulate as much strategies as you might want to if you're a strategy gamer. I lean more towards strategy than my companions that play with me tend to. And for example, I had a character that said anytime you play a magic card, you get to draw a card from the deck, but I only drew one magic card the entire game. So I couldn't use my character's effect. And I saw that as being kind of a more common occurrence throughout the game than I'd like it to be, where there's just certain effects that you can't build around or have happen based on your like smart gameplay. It's just kind of like happenstance. With that being said, though, everything else about the game I really like and I think is done very, very well. The aesthetic is awesome. The components are really well made. The cards being distinguished with the monsters and the heroes being larger, so you can separate those easily. Having the different items and just it being so friendly and welcoming to any type of player. This being something I could play with any group makes it a very good go-to choice. I'm gonna give this the first V out of all the tabletop games that we've given. The only other one that's come close is Binding of Isaac, and the only thing that held that back for me was all the pentagrams on the pennies, because just for my personal taste, it's just something I didn't want on my shelf. So I had to penalize it some, because I won't buy Binding of Isaac because for that reason. That's just my personal thing. That's not a thing that anyone else on this team has said is a problem. But Here to Slay does not have the pentagram pennies problem. It is similar to Binding of Isaac. I do wish it was a little bit more in depth, but what it trades out for that is my friends like it more, or a lot of my friends like this game more because it's more welcoming and easier to grasp. So Here to Slay gets the Vindicated V, seal of approval, first time ever for a board game. So
board game.
Happy to have it. Yeah, board game.
Bird game.
Board game.
You said bird game.
Zach hears what he hears with his bird brain. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to jump into our Discord channel where we talk board games, video games, and anime. It's a lot of fun. And catch you there. Stay awesome. Bye.
Canada. The video's over, but this was made by our Patreons.
We really appreciate what you've done for us, and we'd appreciate it if you'd continue following us further at patreon.com/vindicatedentertainment.
Yeah, you guys. Be sure to check out some more of our videos, okay? Bye.
That one. Bye.